What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Esports Update. I'm your host, Neil Jessup, and on the show, we cover everything esports related. We're super excited to share everything we prepared for you in this episode, where we'll take a deep dive into the NBA 2K League, covering the foundings of the league, who is behind this, how the league operates, some of the main events that they have coming up, and we hope this video shows you the influence that professional esports leagues can have on the community. So, if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future content. And let's get right into it. So, what is the NBA 2K League? This is a professional esports league that was founded as a joint venture between the National Basketball Association, better known as the NBA, and Take-Two Interactive Software, which has made lots of the 2K games. This venture was announced in 2017, and the inaugural first season happened in 2018. Something to note here is that this is the first esports league operated and owned by a U.S. professional sports league, and it's been growing ever since. This is super important because it might influence other professional sports leagues to sponsor esports teams and leagues going forward. So, something that's extremely important to consider here is that to create a league like this, it takes investment. And who would want to invest in something like this if it wasn't going to continue to be profitable? So, let's take a look at some of the league's foundations and who decided that this was a good idea. This league was created to capitalize on the growing popularity of esports and to extend to the reach of the NBA brand. The league features 25 teams, with 22 of them being affiliated with NBA teams. This structure is extremely similar to the real NBA and is intended to create similar fan bases and rivalries amongst teams. Players in the league compete using custom created characters representing their teams in both solo and team-based competitions. Since its inception, the league has continued to expand and attract a global audience. Esports is a massive industry, and the NBA 2K League is at the forefront of this revolution. In 2021, the global esports market was expected to generate over $1 billion of revenue, and has only grown since and is expected to continue to grow. Ultimately, this potential for growth is why the NBA and Take-Two Interactive Software decided that this was a good investment. The NBA 2K League indeed brings excitement to the NBA basketball world of esports by featuring the best NBA 2K players from around the globe. The season is packed with exciting tournaments and events to keep fans engaged. The league organizes competitions in both 5-on-5 and 3-on-3 formats, allowing players to compete as unique custom characters rather than real NBA players. Having this setup ensures that the gameplay is purely skill based without any artificial intelligence assistance by having the pre made players. There are multiple tournaments in the 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 each season. For 3-on-3, the main tournaments are the Slam, the Open, the Switch, and the Steel tournaments, and the 5-on-5 include the Tip Off, the Turn, and the Ticket tournaments. These tournaments provide us with not only thrilling competition, but serve as qualifiers for the playoffs, where there is a champion determined each year. In the photo on the right, you can see the champions from 2024, where this was the team made to mirror the Golden State Warriors. This team is the Warriors Gaming Squad. Let's take a look at some of the past champions. The inaugural champions in 2018 were Knicks Gaming, who captured the hearts of the fans and were a true underdog story. In 2019, the Minnesota Timberwolves claimed the title, showcasing their skill and teamwork. In 2021, the Wizards were the champions, defeating the Jazz in a best-of-5 series that was both thrilling and engaging for fans. The most recent 5-on-5 champion was the Warriors Gaming Squad, and the Lakers Gaming was able to win the 3-on-3 championship in the most recent year, 2024. Looking ahead, the league has some thrilling events lined up. The 3-on-3 Slam Open and the 3-on-3 Switch Open qualifiers are just around the corner, with group play starting in late February and early March. The 3-on-3 playoffs will take place in April, followed by the tip-off tournament in May. The excitement continues with the turn and the ticket tournaments in June, leading up to the highly anticipated NBA 2K League playoffs and finals in late June. These tournaments allow for teams to prove themselves and have many opportunities to get into the playoffs to win the prizes and compensation associated with winning. This is extremely competitive, and fans enjoy watching tournaments rather than regular season gameplay. Now that we've looked at some of the foundations of the league, who started it, and how the league operates, let's look at how the league is able to continue to generate capital as a professional esports league and stay afloat. Esports teams and leagues make money from a variety of sources, including sponsorships, merchandising, investment, developer league payments, and streaming. So first, we'll take a look into some of the sponsors of the NBA 2K League. Sponsorships are a major source Sponsorships are a major source of revenue for esports teams. Brands recognize the influence of esports and are willing to invest in teams to market their products to a larger audience. Electronics companies, hardware manufacturers, and even supplement companies like G Fuel are some of the largest um, partners in esports. But specifically in the 2K League, the biggest sponsors include Anheuser-Busch, um, AT&T, Google, YouTube, Meta, Sony, Champion Athletic Wear, and Coinbase. These sponsors have allowed the league to continue to operate and compensate the players in the league and be a good investment for both the NBA and Take Two Interactive Studios, interactive software. Another way that the NBA 2K League generates revenue is through merchandising. Fans love to buy jerseys, hats, and other merchandise, similar to the real NBA. The esports teams can sell this merchandise to fans and then use the capital to pay teams for the tournaments and other things that they other costs associated with running the league. While sponsorships, advertising, and merchandising are extremely important for revenue generation, the league also must pay out the teams for tournament wins, offering incentive and compensation for the players to be in the league. The teams receive payments from the game developers and the National Basketball Association. In the NBA 2K League, teams earn prize money from um, uh, their excuse me. The players in the NBA 2K League receive a minimum salary of $33,000 a year, along with health insurance, retirement benefits, and a housing stipend. Additionally, they have opportunities for endorsement deals and other revenue streams, such as their own 2K, NBA 2K content on streaming services such as YouTube, Twitch, and more. It's extremely important for the league to balance the costs of paying out the players and compensating those who participate in the league with generating revenue themselves to continue to be a good investment and to be prevalent in the esports community. Other leagues that may want to look at a similar structure for a professional league must take note of this and consider how they will raise capital and manage the costs of operating their league. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, is the aspect of streaming and how teams generate revenue um, for fans watching the games in the league. Similar, similar to the real NBA, like merchandising deals is a majority of the revenue that the real NBA is able to generate and then use for a variety of purposes. Streaming is very prevalent in the esports world, and is how they will generate revenue with advertisements and other things. And where they're streaming, the platform in which they're streaming will compensate them in different ways for how many fans are viewing the games and events. Streaming is ultimately the secret recipe for how to grow an esports league, since this is how the fan base has grown and how the audience engages with the athletes and the gameplay. If they want to get to make more money and ultimately be a better league and grow more and be more prevalent in the community, they must control streaming and manage it well and have the right audience watching and promoting their material. So, if you're a player, a fan, or someone just curious about the world of esports, there's never been a better time to get involved. The future of esports is bright, and it's only going to get better from here. The NBA 2K League is the first of many professional esports leagues of its kind in the sports world, um, and continues to compete with other professional esports leagues that have laid the foundation before it. The NBA 2K League is a prime example of how professional esports leagues generate and operate and generate capital. It's exciting and rapidly growing industry with lots of potential. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I'm your host, Neil Jessup. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.